The stage is set for the Global Rallycross Championship on ESPN. Okay, he's going to have to battle it out of the last chance qualifying, not where he wants to be, but he's certainly been racing great all day. This one, though, whoa. Brian Deegan and Tanner Faust battling against each other.
And you can see there, Brian Deegan has chosen the inside line, which is interesting. We're seeing them swap back and forth between the inside and the outside line. And also, I'm looking at that outside car, that Red Bull car on the outside, which is Henning Solberg. That's the first time we're seeing him today.
Green lights come on, and the race is underway. And that's a good start for Tanner Faust. And look at Henning Solberg try and creep through on the inside. Solberg through to second in a heartbeat.
Carrying all sorts of momentum there. That was some masterful driving. Just found a line and slid right through it. Oh, and we have Brian Deegan going on the outside. Tanner Faust and Henning from the inside.
There? He really slammed on the brakes before he got to get into that joker. And is it because he just didn't get enough time on this course because the car broke down?
He didn't have a chance to come into this course in the first heats. He had a mechanical problem with the fuel pump. But you know what? I think he was trying to brake to get a nice clean line, slow in, fast out in a corner, and that's what he was trying to do on the shortcut.
And amazing, Henning Solberg had a problem with that car. He actually didn't get to run his first heat, so he is very happy to be running this one. But Brian Deegan now jumps into that joke and wow, almost takes out one of those hydro barriers on the end. Tanner Faust, though, just floating out there in front.
Brian Deegan, a very aggressive driver and very comfortable on this dirt. This dirt is rutting up. It's different every lap and a big challenge to drive on. But Brian Deegan's not having any of those problems. You can see him here sliding through the corners.
But he's being chased by Dave Mirra, and I've got to say, these Subarus have been incredibly impressive this weekend. Looking super fast. Both Sverre, Bucky, and Dave have been doing well there. Hard braking for Brian Deegan as he came out of the hairpin. Mirra is trying to catch up to him.
You can see what a huge advantage it is to get out front first. When there's that much room, you just get lots of clean air, run your clean race, and just extend your lead. Very hard to get caught up to with Tanner way in the front.
Deegan is being chased down there by Dave Mirra, and Mirra, just like Bucky Lasik in that last heat, somehow is finding this extra speed and is catching up to Deegan's Ford.
Impressive to see the development on the Subaru. Seems to have come a long way, especially before this particular race. But Deegan is so fast. He's very collected here as we see him come through. Late braking from Dave, and he's getting the advantage on the tarmac. That's very interesting.
Wow, this is really exciting. Dave Mirra is chasing down Brian Deegan for second place. Remember, 2 transfers straight through to the final. The rest have to fight the last chance qualifier. Dave Mirra wants to get his automatic final guarantee. And whoa, goes wide exactly where Bucky Lasik tagged the wall.
Very tough when you're chasing down like that. We're on board with Brian Deegan. You can see him 4th gear, going up a gear, and now he's going to go down into the chicane and brake for this jump. So it's a real popper. Oh, and that looks like he was passing Solberg, who seems to be having a problem. That's too bad, because that was a great start for him.
Yeah, we saw a yellow flag flying, so no idea what happened to Henning Solberg's car, but that Dodge is rolling off the course then, normally driven by Bryce Menzies, but Bryce isn't with us this weekend, and Henning is taking over in that car, so he has not had fun at this race for sure.
We'll see him again in the LCQ, but they had a fuel pump issue earlier today, and that's sort of symptomatic. If he's slowing down, he just can't quite keep it together up speed here.
So the white flag is flying. This is the final lap. Can Dave Mirra somehow find a way around Brian Deegan, whose car seems to get wider and wider on every lap? But I am super impressed at the speed of these Subarus and the fact that Mirra now is really charging down on Deegan, trying to find any way through so he can take that second place.
All the water on the windshield there. Tanner Faust doesn't have to worry about any of that as he comes into the checker.
And it looks like it's going to be Brian Deegan through the chicane to take that second spot, so he will transfer. Dave Mirra is going to have to fight his way out of that last chance qualifier to gain the final spots in the final.